Alright, so today we have test number 2 of the barbell cycling time under tension test. So the one on the left here is the second time through, the one on the right in the long sleeve is the first time through. So again, the intention for these retests isn't necessarily to get a faster time. The intention is to do bigger sets and perform better under fatigue, and then just performing better under time under tension, as opposed to, like I mentioned, just simply getting a faster time. Because if I wanted to get a faster time, I would simply break up the reps a lot more. So as an example, do singles on the deadlifts, break up the hang power cleans into 2 or 3 sets, and then do the shoulder to overhead unbroken, and I'll definitely get a faster time. So the intention was to do these 3 tests. So I did the first one at 95 pounds or 43 kilo, this one at 115 pounds or 52 kilo, and then one at 60 kilo or what's that in pounds? I've forgotten the pounds. Anyway, but the goal was to try and do large sets to really test the time under tension, the fatigue, and the barbell cycling, because coming out of lockdown, I didn't have a barbell, so therefore I wanted to increase that. So after doing the 3 tests, I was to have a 4-week training block and then hit the retest after it. Now that hasn't exactly gone to plan. I sustained an injury during that training block, so I had to push it out to 6 weeks, and then did the first test after that, and then I think there's been a 2-week break between that first retest and then this retest, just due to a number of factors, did a competition, and also the injury sort of flaring up a little bit more again. So not exactly as I had planned, but still, I'd still been training, so I felt it was still beneficial to do the retest anyway. So that's the sort of the update up until this point. Now, in the regards to the workout itself, I felt I was moving a lot faster through the reps, but also resting less after either the same amount of reps or slightly more reps. So overall felt that I did better. I haven't actually watched the playback yet, so this will also be sort of my first reaction as well. Now, to be honest, I have absolutely no idea where we're up to. I think we're on the 21s, obviously, but we'll see where I finish first, either on the first attempt or second attempt. So on my second attempt, which is the latest one, I believe I do 2 sets, so 11 and 10. I'm not sure exactly what I do for my first attempt, but it looks like I do 3 sets. Yeah, so I finish faster on the second attempt for the 21s. Both times pretty much pick the deadlift bar up. I believe I do 8 reps for both attempts for the first set. I think I broke it up 3 times on the second attempt as well. we'll see which one we go do a bigger set of. Oh no, so two sets for the second attempt, and 3 sets for the first attempt into the hang power cleans, which is definitely an improvement. I didn't really feel a massive sort of forearm pump until the 9s, where I do remember feeling that forearm pump a little bit earlier on the first attempt. So it's definitely a difference. I was doing in my training block, even though it was a little bit interrupted, a fair bit of sort of forearm work. So that's obviously paid off. So in regards to that training block, things I was focusing on was posterior chain and forearms, basically. So really trying to strengthen up the posterior chain. I was doing a lot of deadlifting, reverse hyper, as well as hip extensions on the GHD. And in regards to just the forearm stuff, a lot of sort of dead hangs and pinch plate holds and things like that. And when I say a lot, I was probably doing on average 1 to 2 sessions per week, which is not necessarily a heap, but it was more than what I had been doing. So, and that's the point, to get better than what I currently was. So yeah, so overall, just much bigger sets on the second attempt compared to the first, and definitely resting a lot less, which is good to see. On my first retest, so at the 95 pound or the 43 kilo, I was actually a little bit slower than my first attempt. So training wise, at a lighter weight, it was relatively the same, which is, makes sense. If I was not as strong, but still relying on sort of base strength and endurance, it would be, and for a 6-week training block, but two of those weeks was interrupted. You might not see a massive change at the lighter end, but as you get to sort of that medium and then moderate weight, the training would kick in and notice a greater effect, which I thought might happen. I was still hoping to do better on the lighter weight, but it is what it is. I'm going to continue to train, so it's not like I'm not going to get even better as I keep training. So it was just interesting to note. But it's good to see, like, even a short time frame of 4 weeks, or sorry, 6 weeks, that you can have significant gains over that time if you put in the work and hit the right areas. So for me, one of my weaknesses is that posterior chain, that hinging sort of movement, and forearms. Not so much as in sort of a max strength, but just a endurance is definitely a limiting factor for me. But you can see rest-wise, it's significantly faster or less rest on the second attempt compared to the first. Even though at the moment, I'm resting quite a bit on this set here. I think this is going into sort of 1 or 2 reps for the hang clean into the shoulder to overhead, which again is another massive weakness for me, which is quite interesting. Yeah, so going into the shoulder to overhead, that muscular endurance, or that time and attention, is definitely one of my major weaknesses, something that I really have to focus on to even get small gains. So to get faster is always good.